Hey, maybe you don't have resources at home, so choice number two is a good choice for you. I'd like to walk you through how to use this and how some of the more technical things related to slides, I might be able to give you a little heads up on some of those things. So if you'll pay close attention, go ahead and if you're using choice number two, put your name in place of that spot right there. So this slide kind of gives you a synopsis of everything you need to know, but again, I'm going to walk you through slides and how to use slides. So in this, you're going to be creating a watershed by cutting and pasting from our image slides. To cut, you do Control C at the same time. To paste, you do Control V, both those buttons again at the same time. To change the size, we pull the corners. I'll show you that. And make sure you use the arrows and word images on the next slide in the correct order. We are giving this to you so that you can be creative. We do wish we could have made a watershed with you in person, but again, maybe this is something that you can't do, and that's fine. Ultimately, though, after you do slide number three, you still have to answer the question in the book widget. So make sure you go back and answer the final question in the book widget, which asks what you observed happening to the water. So let's go look at the image slides and how to use them. So let's say that you decided that you wanted to use any of our image slides. We've given you quite a few. I'll probably add more after this video so that you have lots to choose from. But what you do to select one of those is you click on it and you do Control C to copy. You come back to slide 3 and you do Control V. Control V allows you to paste. Now I put it where I want, but maybe it's just too big. So I grab the corner and I change the size. Perhaps I'm going to grab a little rain cloud. I do Control C because I'm thinking about where a raindrop would begin. I change the size of the cloud and put it right there. Now, I need to start using my labels because I'm painting a picture that tells the story of a raindrop to a watershed. So I like that there. But let's say that I accidentally put it behind the mountains. I don't see it. So I go back and I say, order, send to back. I put the mountains in the back so that they're not in front of the words. So you can play with the layering of images in Google Slides by playing with the order, bringing to front or sending to back, because Google Slides layers images. So if you place an image first, then it's going to be in the back. So you have to pay attention to that as you create your picture. Now, when it comes to arrows, I want you to think about the fact that I just put this on top, but sometimes it's going to be hidden behind something else, and that's because I put these arrows on before you even open this assignment. So if you will just make sure that that's in the front, you can change the size of the arrow by clicking on the corners, but you can change the direction of the arrow by moving that dot and changing the degrees. So maybe I put this right here. Okay, so my drop of water, my drop of water has begun its story. Where it's going to go, what's going to happen to it is up to you. You don't have to copy my picture either. It's just an idea that I had. But I just want to emphasize, you are telling the story of a raindrop to a watershed. And so you need to visualize what's happening to the rain when it falls from a rain cloud. What happens to a single drop of water to get to all of these places here? Because ultimately it needs to end up in the watershed. So after you create this picture, do not forget to go back into the book widget and answer that final question about what you observed. I hope you have a good time with this, and I'll see you soon.